Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different. We're diving headfirst into the wild world of Reddit to uncover some of the most mind-blowing stories you've ever heard. Get ready to be shocked, amazed, and maybe even a little creeped out because you won't believe what people have experienced and shared online. We've got tales of unexpected reunions, incredible acts of kindness, hilarious pranks, and even some spooky encounters. So imagine this. You're scrolling through old yearbooks feeling super nostalgic when you stumble upon a familiar face. You haven't seen this person in years, maybe even decades. That's exactly what happened to a Redditor named Sarah. Now, Sarah's family moved away when she was just a kid, and she lost touch with her best friend Emily. They were inseparable back in the day, building forts, sharing secrets, the whole 9 yards. But life got in the way, you know. Years passed, they both grew up, and Sarah thought about Emily less and less. Then one day, Sarah's browsing a subreddit about vintage toys. Remember those troll dolls we used to be obsessed with? Yeah, that's the one. And she sees a picture of a troll doll that looks exactly like one Emily used to have. Super random, right? But here's where it gets wild. Sarah, on a whim, decides to message the person who posted the picture. Turns out it was Emily's sister. Talk about a small world. They got to talking, exchanged numbers, and bam! Sarah and Emily were reunited after all these years, thanks to Reddit and a shared love for troll dolls. Okay, get ready for your heart to melt, because this story is pure wholesomeness. We've all had those days where nothing seems to go right? Well, for one Redditor it was one of those weeks. He lost his job, his car broke down, and his landlord was threatening to evict him. Talk about a rough patch. Feeling completely defeated, he went to a local coffee shop, hoping to at least enjoy a decent cup of coffee. He ordered as usual, but when he went to pay, the barista told him his order had already been taken care of. He was confused, but the barista just smiled and said, "The gentleman in the blue hat paid for it. He said to tell you to keep your head up." The Redditor looked around, but the man in the blue hat was gone. He couldn't believe it. This complete stranger had witnessed his struggle and decided to do something kind for him. No strings attached. It was a small act of generosity, but it meant the world to that Redditor. It gave him hope when he needed it most, and reminded him that there are still good people in the world. Chapter 3. The Hilarious Prank. Now, it's time to lighten the mood with a prank that's so good it went viral. We're talking about the infamous roommate's Post-it note revenge. Picture this. You've got a roommate who's notorious for leaving dirty dishes everywhere. You've tried talking to them, leaving passive-aggressive notes, maybe even hiding their favorite coffee mug. Don't lie, we've all been there. But nothing seems to work. Well, this Redditor decided to take matters into their own hands, armed with a whole lot of Post-it notes. They covered their roommate's entire room with Post-it notes, and I mean everything. The walls, the ceiling, the furniture, even the roommate's belongings were completely covered in colorful squares of paper. It was epic. The best part? The roommate totally saw the humor in it. They even posted pictures of their Post-it note kingdom on Reddit, and it blew up. Millions of people got a good laugh out of it, and it just goes to show that sometimes, a little harmless prank is all you need to deal with a frustrating roommate situation. Chapter 4. The Haunted House. Okay guys, time to dim the lights and get ready for a chilling tale that'll send shivers down your spine. This Reddit story comes from a user who swore they'd never step foot in another supposedly haunted house. They were part of a group that decided to explore an abandoned asylum known for its creepy history. We're talking about a place with a dark past where patients were rumored to have been mistreated, a place steeped in negative energy. You know, the kind of place that makes your skin crawl just thinking about it? They went in with flashlights and cameras ready to capture some spooky evidence. At first, everything was quiet. Almost too quiet, but then they started hearing things. Whispers coming from the shadows, disembodied footsteps echoing down the empty hallways. They even claimed to have seen a shadowy figure darting past a doorway. Freaky, right? As they ventured deeper into the asylum, the energy grew heavier, more oppressive. The Redditor said they felt a cold hand on their shoulder, even though they were surrounded by their friends. That's when they decided to get the heck out of there. As they ran out of the asylum, they swore they could hear the sound of laughter echoing behind them. Chapter 5. The Overcoming Odds. Get ready to be inspired because this Reddit story is all about overcoming challenges and achieving your dreams. It's about a Redditor who had a lifelong dream of becoming a musician. But there was one major obstacle standing in their way. They were born deaf. Can you imagine the dedication it takes to pursue a career in music when you've never even heard a single note? But this Redditor refused to let their disability define them. They learned to feel the vibrations of music through their body, to sense the rhythm and the beat. They spent countless hours practicing, honing their skills, and pouring their heart and soul into their music. And guess what? Their hard work paid off. They started sharing their music on Reddit, and it wasn't long before people started to take notice. Their story resonated with people all over the world, and they gained a huge following. They proved that with enough passion and determination, anything is possible. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. And hey, if you've got any crazy Reddit stories you'd like to share, drop them in the comments below. You never know, your story might just end up in my next video. See you in the next video.